Okay. Did we do 10 yet?
No.
No. All right, so here we go on 10. Angle 2 and angle 4 and angle 4 and 5 are supplementary. Angle 4 is 105 degrees. All right, so here we go. Because angle 4 is 105 degrees, we can just put 105, right? Which automatically means 5 is how much? 75 degrees. So angle 2 and angle 4 and angle 4 and angle 5 are supplementary. So say it again. So that is correct. 2 and 4 are supplementary. So that makes angle 2 how much? 75, and then that makes angle 3 what? 105. All right, I think that's kind of easy. All right. So because 4 is supplementary to 2 and 4 is supplementary to 5, then what's true about 2 and 5? They are congruent. Thank you for whoever said that. That is correct. All right. All right, now here we go. The fun part begins. All right, so let's start out with number 14. We are trying, given that angle ABC is a right angle, we need to prove that ABD and CBD are complementary, which do we all agree is common sense, correct? And why is that common sense? Because we know that ABC is how many degrees? 90. And what's true about ABD and DBC? They're complementary because they add up to what? 90. Is everybody with me on that? So we have to write that all out, though. That's the problem. All right. I feel like we're good. All right. Everybody should be able to see that. And that's why I try to tell everyone, you should try to first figure out what the proof is, see if you even understand what they're asking. All right. And once you understand what they're asking, you should have a general idea of how to get there. All right. So everybody knows statement number 1 is the what? Is the given. All right. So here we go. Statement number 1. I'm going to write down is given. All right. Now, what can we say next? Someone. And there's so many different ways of doing it. It doesn't matter. All right. Someone be brave. If ABC is a right angle, what's true about angle ABC? It's equal to 90 degrees. So here we go. I want everybody to write down step number 2. Angle ABC equals 90 degrees. And we know that's 90 degrees because that's the definition of a what? Right angle. Definition of right angle. If it's a right angle, it equals 90 degrees. That's the definition. So now what? Anybody want to be brave? Yes, good for you, Sebastian. Thank you. You are amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Say it loud and proud, buddy. AB what? Yes. Angle ABD plus angle DBC equals 90 degrees. What is that called? Definitely not substitution. Tell them. You are so close. We're not talking about segments. Yeah, there you go. That's exactly right. All right. We introduced the segment addition postulate right, is the same as the angle addition postulate. That is true. Angle addition postulate. There's what we have. All right. Now what? Tell me. You are amazing. That is step 4. Now tell me why. Yes, and we just say that's definition of what? Yeah, definition of complementary angles. Definition of complementary angles. All right, guys, come on now. I don't think that's that hard. All right. And let me just give you a little heads up too. And I wasn't going to tell you this, but I decided to be nice this year for some reason. I'm gonna see how it works out for me. A lot of times on your test, all I do is I scan through all of the proofs we've done, and I just pull the same exact proofs on the test. All right. So generally, your tests on your proofs, the proofs on the tests are the same as the proofs that you've done in class. All right. So if you don't know how to do them, it's quite possible you'll see them again. All right. So that's why I want you to be aware of that. If you don't know something, you got to speak up. All right. Let's knock the rest of this out. And small technical things. All right. Don't worry about the technical things. Just try to get the proof somewhat right, and I can give you somewhat credit. All right. Here we go. Given 5 is congruent to 6. And of course, that's just what? That's just given. All right, so I need help here, guys. Come on, someone be brave. Okay, go. You know what? That's true, but I would prefer, there's one thing I'd prefer that you'd say before that. Not quite yet, even though that we might need that. We might need that. I think you have to tell me something first about 4 and 5, right? Why though? Well, here's what I want you guys to do. I need you to say angle 4 and angle 5 are linear pairs. Everybody with me on that? Angle 4 and 5 are linear pairs. All right, so let's do that. Angle 4 and 5 form a linear pair. And honestly, that's just the definition of linear pair. Okay. Now you can say what? That angle 4 and 5 are what? Yeah, you can say angle 4 and 5 are supplementary. Angle 4 and angle 5 are supplementary. Now, I think I want to scroll back for a second. All right, I want to show you something. They call it the supplement theorem, but I always called it the what? On yours, I wrote linear pair postulate, right? So you have a choice. All right. I just can't help myself. That's how I've always done it. Linear pair postulate. All right. But we can also call it what? The what? Supplement theorem. All right. If two angles form a linear pair, then they are what? They are supplementary. All right. So you can either call it the supplement theorem or the linear pair postulate. And like I said, I wrote linear pair postulate on your paper, didn't I? Isn't it on there? Yeah. Right. I wrote a note about linear. What does the linear pair postulate say? Someone read it. I don't know why I didn't put it on mine. What does it say? The linear pair postulate. Go ahead, read it.
Take two equals on a linear pair, and the measures of the angles add up to 100.
Yes, right. So it's the same principle. All right. So here we can come down here and say that it is, I don't care. Let's just write the supplement theorem. I'm going to try to change that. The supplement theorem. All right, the supplement theorem. If you write linear pair postulate, that's fine too. All right, so now somebody help me with step number 4. Say it again. Angle what? Yeah, but look at our proof. What are we trying to prove? We don't even need to put the 180 in there. What can we do? Yeah, I mean, and you could do that, right? You can do that. But right now we can just do straight what? Because, yeah, we're just going to substitute. Do you agree with that, right? So if you would have said they add up to 180, it would still be fine with it, right? But we can now just say angle 4 and angle 6 are supplementary. And then we're just going to call that a substitution. Blush, blush, blush. Okay, now we know right off the bat that angles supplement to the same angle or to congruent angles are congruent. That is what we're trying to prove. All right. So what's true looking at this figure right here? What are they telling us? Angle 1 is what? Supplement to what? And also angle 3 is what? Supplement to angle what? 2. Therefore, what's true? 1 and 3 are congruent, correct? So that's what we're trying to prove. All right. So given angle 1 is supplementary to angle 2, and angle 1 is supplementary to angle 2, and angle 3 is supplementary to angle 2. We want to prove that angle 1 is congruent to angle 3. So what are we doing? We're actually proving this theorem. We're proving this theorem. All right, that's what we're doing. Given angle 1 is supplementary to angle 2, and angle 3 is supplementary to angle 2, we need to prove that angle 1 is congruent to angle 3. All right. So step number 1, we can write down the what? Given. All right. All right, so somebody else is thinking now, please. Angle 1 is supplementary to angle 2. Angle 3 is supplementary to angle 2. How can I prove that they're equal? What's the first step?
Is it? You can like subtract the two.
Not yet, because we don't have an equation. We don't have an equation, so you can't subtract. But that's eventually what you'll be doing. What does being supplementary mean? They what? They equal 180. So here we go. We can say angle 1 plus angle 2 equals 180 degrees. And underneath that, we can just say angle 3 plus angle 2 equals 180 degrees. And that's, of course, definition of what? Supplementary. Definition of supplementary. So now what's true? Tell me. Couldn't have said it better myself. Angle 1 plus angle 2 equals angle 3 plus angle 2. And what is that? Say it. Yeah, all we did was substitute, right? Now, again, I understand if you don't see the substitution, right? So you just have to tell me and I'll highlight things for you, right? Angle 1 and angle 2 both equal 180. Angle 3 and angle 2 add up to 180. So they're equal to each other. All right, so now Tanner, what am I going to do?
Oh, you're gonna, subtract these.
Yes, so I'm going to end up with
The one.
angle 1 is equal to angle 3, and that is what property? You with me? Subtraction property of equality. Now I'm looking at my proof. I'm supposed to prove that they are actually what, though? Congruent, not equal. So then we would just say step number 5. Angle 1 is congruent to angle 3. And of course, we would say that's just definition of what? Definition of congruent. All right, I feel pretty good about that. Not too bad. Hopefully you're feeling the same. All right, here is our Florida State flag. Prove that the sum of the 4 angle measure is 360 degrees. I'm just going to go ahead and write out the given for you. What's true about angles 1 and 2? Angles 1 and 2 form a what? Linear pair. And what's true about angles 3 and 4? They also form a linear pair. Yeah, let's just write that down. I should have just moved that down. Everybody good with this? Angles 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 form a linear pair. All right, help me out. All right, Tanner, I'll let you go. What do we got, buddy? I want you to tell me what step 2 is.
Oh, step 2 is, linear pair. Yeah, linear.
But what does that tell me?
It tells you that, one, two, and four, equal 180.
Yes. All right. And what's, and the same thing, angle 3 plus angle 4 equals 180. All right. Definition of linear pair. And so now what? Right.
It's like angle 1 plus angle 2 equals, angle 3 plus angle 4.
Well, yes, but what are we trying to prove?
That it always equals 360.
Right.
Oh, wait. Equals 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4.
Yes. There you have it. Easy as that. Addition property of equality. Short, little easy proofs here. All right, let me see about the next one. Oh, I only have one more, right? Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, and I didn't put the. Write the statement and reason down. I don't know why I didn't do that for you. Okay. So here we just have given. What has to be true in the given? What are they given? Angle 7 and 8 are linear pair. And what's true about angle 7 and 8? Yes. So that's kind of the congruent, or I'll write out that for you on the test. Angle 7 is congruent to angle 8. All right, come on now, this shouldn't be that hard. What do we got here, guys? So we spread out the given first, right? All right, somebody help me out. Step number 2. Walt, go. Yep, easy as that. Angle 7 plus angle 8 equals 180. What are you saying? Yeah, supplement theorem is good with me. All right, come on, someone else. Someone who hasn't said anything. Let's go. Step up to the plate here. Angle 7 plus angle 8 equals 180. What's the next one? Come on, come on, come on. Someone else. Tell me. So what can I do? Yes, I think that's true. I think we should go ahead and say that. Let's go ahead. I like that. Angle 7 is equal to, angle 7 is equal to angle 8 because we're dealing with equals. So we need to write that. Angle 7 is equal to angle 8, and that was what? Yes, definition of congruent. Thank you. Now what can I do? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Somebody be brave. Cooper, you haven't said anything?
Ready.
No, 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 not yet, not yet, not yet. What am I doing? Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, angle 8 plus angle 8, right? Just make that straight substitution, right? So we can say that angle 8 plus angle 8 equals 180. And of course, that's a what? Substitution. Could we have said angle 7 plus angle 7 equals 180? Yeah, no difference. All right, so now it should be a little bit easier for some of you guys that are a little wimpy that aren't going to say anything. Now's your chance. You don't have anything really difficult here to say. Angle 8 plus angle 8 equals 180. So now what? Tell them. Yeah, but first thing I want you to do is say 2 angle 8s equal 180 degrees, right? Angle 8 plus angle 8 is 2 angle 8s. All right. You could also call that a what? Substitution, right? But you could also call it simplifying. But this book always uses substitution. You're substituting equals. So everybody agree with that? Now somebody who's brave can tell me that what? Angle 8 equals 90. And division property of equality. And because it equals 90 degrees, what's true? Angle 8 is a right angle. And of course, that's just definition of what? Right angle. And because angle 8 is a right angle and angle 7 is equal to angle 8, then what's true about angle 7? And we can just call that what? Substitution. Is everybody agreeing with me that that's not really that difficult? Everybody's good? Now remember, if all you're doing is writing it out, all right, that's not really helpful. All right, you should be trying. All right, Sebastian, thank you, bud. That is a good question. Supplement theorem says that they add up to 180, right? And definition of linear pair, like I have to say this is a not, all right, let me make sure I say this right. Because they're supplementary doesn't necessarily make them a linear pair, correct? So definition, because this is a linear pair, right? They automatically add up to 180. You with me on that? All right. You can be supplementary angles and not be a linear pair. Do you agree with that? All right. Was there something different you wanted to say on this one? Because I'm going to be honest, if you write one over the other, I don't really care. Yeah, so, but we had to say they form a linear pair, right? That's the whole thing. Agreed? All right, tell me, Andrew. Well, that's coming up more in the next section, actually. You're gonna find out, right? Because I'm getting ready to give you a review, right? And the review is just always just like the test, all right? So no, there's more proofs on the test, all right? There'll be a lot more of the algebra on the next test, all right? So go ahead now and do me a favor. I think see if I posted the review yet. All right, I might have just only posted the pre-algebra, but everybody double check that for me.